Now, Manchester United Football Club, by their standards, have had a dire season, which is just about to come to an end on the pitch. But they've got earnings out this week, and there are things in the pipeline. Possible new stadium, a new manager, a shifting around of the players. So is the future looking brighter for Manchester United? Well, we can have a look at the charts to see where they could be heading next. Now, for the record, I'm not a Manchester United supporter. I'm looking at this analysis objectively as a trader investor. Why not guess what football team I do support? Put those ideas, suggestions in the comments below. I wonder if you can guess it. Well, anyway, with that, let's take a look at Manchester United. Now, their stock prices halved really since the late 2018s, and that's probably reflected by the performance on the pitch as well. So it's been a downwards one-way street really in terms of stock price, not looking very healthy, and only just recently bouncing off those all-time lows. I think that's probably because the Glazers, the owners, selling some more stock, not giving much confidence in the organisation and its position on the pitch as well. Like I said, pretty poor this season, but it has bounced from those lows. New manager, changes afoot. Most of the volume around about the 16 area, so potential for reasonable move to that upside, and then you're in that messy range where it has really been since 2020, maybe late 15s to early 18s. Going to need something quite significant to push that price higher. If you are more aggressively bullish Manchester United, then a couple of entry points using the 4-line break chart. Reversals, great tool for 13.20, 13.40 next upside numbers, and with that earnings coming out later in the week, could potentially go through there or back down towards those all-time lows. So onto the daily Heikin-Ashi, our signals at the bottom there, both bearish. Volume, volatility, also doing not a lot at the moment, pretty neutral. But like I say, wait for earnings, could drive up those numbers there. Now heading on to price, our probability power box indicator there, giving us 79.6% chance to the upside. Remember to marry that into the other two variables there. The red shaded trend line, which is still down, so that negates the upside move for the moment, but wait till that flips for perfect timing. And the institutional power zone is right on there at the moment, the price, so that could be creating a solid support area for that bounce upwards. So it's all about timing and using a technical analysis if you're bullish here. And again, bearish wise, well, there's still some downside to possibly become that way into maybe around the 12 sort of area. Like I said, I think it's going to be all down to earnings as to where that price is driven next in the much shorter term. So for the Renko chart, I've used a 0.1 block size. All our signals in the short term are bearish, and onto the price as well, the 2-line pink box breakout, that's giving us a sell signal too, as the price heads back towards those sort of early March lows around the 12 area. Now, like I said, we've got earnings out very soon on the 26th, and that could add the spice of volatility to the market that it's looking for to drive the price more substantially. Now, if you can break like that, so that 12 zone, then it's into no man's land down to about 10, where it could do really anything and breaking all-time new lows. But if things are more positive, investors like the idea of the changes being made, then like I say, the upside still looking pretty good. Got to get through the recent noise around 14, and then you could be looking 16, 17, 19 as potential shorter term upsides. So some trade ideas for you. Now, Man United can be traded in the UK and the US and through CFD and spread betting platforms throughout the world. But in front of me, I've got the First Trade Options Play calculator, simulator. 3 trade ideas here for you. Pretty difficult to put them together actually for Man United. But if you are bullish, speculative, I've got a September 14 call. It's about 37 delta. I've put a hypothetical $1,000 into this portfolio here. It's going to cost you $60. Now you're going to need that price to be moving a bit, and we can see if we play around with the simulator, if it gets to 16.5, things turn around. That's a 300% profit. That's a $191 return on your $60, so not too bad there. But second trade there, if you are still bearish, got a July put, the 14 strike again, and if we can get that down into those numbers that we talked about, into the sort of 10-11 area, you're going to make 115% return. That's $162 profit on $140 of cost. And finally, the straddle on the right hand side. It might be too late to actually play it, but I'll put it in there anyway. It's quite costly, $180 of your $1,000 to go on this trade. Didn't like the expiry dates availability too much as well. July 15th. It's going to cost, like I say, $180. Going to have to move a fair bit as well to make you any return. To the downside, it's got to fall way down past $10, I think, to be of interest. And to the upside, well, again, it's a big move, $17, $18 to get you any sort of decent return. So it's a bit of a gamble if you're thinking of big price volatility this earnings. But 3 trades for you to think about. So where could you trade these then? I'll just have a quick look at what we offer at TheStopHunter. Well, if you head on into my website, www.thestophunter.co.uk, you're going to land on that homepage. Scroll your way down until you find the stock and options box. Hit the explore button, and then you'll find a lot of resource around stocks and options. And if you scroll down, more importantly, we want to know where we can trade it. First trade if you're from the US and you want to trade your options. Also, they have international accounts, so if you're from the UK, other countries around the world, you can also get access in there, which is great for leverage if you want those type of options trades. And then we've got Trade Nation, spread trading, CFD broker, and City Index, another well-known spread betting CFD broker. That pretty much both of those you can trade from anywhere around the world other than the US. And if you want to have a look at them, just click on the icons or the visit buttons there, and it will take you through to their platforms. Signing up costs absolutely nothing. Have a play with them, see what you think, see whether they're worth adding into your trading armory. So there you go. Now let's move on and see what that score is for Man United. So final scores then for Man United. It's weak bearish overall at the moment as they head back towards those lows. Renko short term much more bearish. Heikinashi a bit more of a mixed bag, but still minimum weak bearish. And you can see our probability power score there is looking good for the upside, 79.6%. Got to wait for that trend to flip first. And then if you are bullish, 4-line break chart, some numbers for you to get in at 13.2, 13.4. And in terms of targets, it's good in either direction actually. 2-to-1 and 3-to-1 to the upside, 2.33 and 3.66 to 1 to the downside. But like I say, overall it's weak bearish at the moment for Manchester United. So not looking great for Manchester United at the moment. So the big question is, can they turn themselves around and get back to the glory days? That is the big question. Well, time will tell. They are putting in the fundamentals to try and change it. Maybe the owners, the Glazers, that could be a sticking point there. Well, let me know in those comments below what you think of Manchester United and where they could be heading next in terms of stock price action. Love to hear from you there, and if you want to talk in more detail, join us in our free Traders Club on Discord. I'll put the link in the description below for you to follow if you want to sign up, and I say join us totally free. And if you liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons, and all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.